Okay, we're gonna watch a lot of...
These are the best goalkeeper saves in football history. And first, when Manuel Neuer faced Cristiano Ronaldo, he did the impossible.
Benzema on Boateng, able to turn on it, it's in for Ronaldo, Neuer again!
Damn, his right hand might be bulletproof. And that's only number 1 out of 40, because at number 39, Ter Stegen made the best save of the 2015 UEFA Champions League season.
Oh, wasn't he on the line?
In a match between Bayern Munich and Barcelona, Robert Lewandowski thought he had doubled his team's lead, only for Ter Stegen to pull off one of the craziest saves ever.
That was cool.
At the finish, it comes for Lewandowski!
Oh,
wasn't he on the line?
it was on the goal.
Wow,
It's on the goal line.
Bayern so
But at number 38, an insane save that wasn't even done by a goalkeeper. During the 2010 World Cup match between Uruguay and Ghana, the Ghanaians were hoping to become the first African team to reach the semifinals of the tournament. But they didn't know they were against a team full of world-class goalkeepers. So when the last chance of the game fell to them, Luis Suarez made an incredible double save to deny the goal.
What a finish to the match. Saw that ball and
While Suarez's block made him the most hated man in Ghana, Jan Sommer's save turned him into a hero for Mönchengladbach.
No goal, says the referee.
With Bayern desperately looking for a goal, Joshua Kimmich thought that he had scored the equalizer for the Bavarians, only for Sommer to pull off this incredible one-finger save.
Oh, that's That's like almost past the line.
Wow, that's how fast I react when my phone falls out of my hand. But even that is nothing compared to the best save of the 2024 Premier League season. Having been the only team to do the double over Arsenal last season, the Gunners came into the match against Aston Villa hoping to make amends. But early on, Villa mounted pressure to try and get a goal, and that's when this craziness happened.
Rodgers, good ball in, opportunity to play to deflection, it's the crossbar!
At this rate, David Raya could save my failing relationship. But at number 35, Edouard Mendy made the best save of the 2021 Premier League season. After taking an early lead against Brentford, Chelsea came under relentless pressure from the Bees, who were desperate to get an equalizer. Mendy kept blocking attempt after attempt, but with virtually the last kick of the match, this happened. As insane as this might have been, nothing compared to the save that won Italy the World Cup. In the 2006 Cup final between Italy and France, the Italians displayed a defensive masterclass to drag the French into extra time. With penalty shootouts fast approaching, the French pushed to try to get a winning goal. So when their best chance fell into the path of Zidane, they thought this was it, only for Buffon to pull off a miracle. For many, that was the save that won Italy the World Cup. But for Andre Onana, his save didn't stop Man United from getting battered. In a Premier League match between Man United and Man City at Old Trafford, the citizens rushed into an early lead from an Erling Haaland penalty.
He's sitting. Haaland sends Onana the wrong way.
With halftime approaching, the away side thought they were about to double their lead, only for Onana to do this. But it didn't stop United from getting slapped 3-0 at home.
Haaland, Foden, 3-0.
But at number 32, a goalkeeper's sharp reflexes stopped one of the most lethal strikers in the world. Despite scoring an early goal thanks to Jude Bellingham, the English national team struggled to add a second against Serbia. So in the second half, Cole Palmer took his marker to the byline and laid it on a plate for Harry Kane. But his close-range header was denied by this insane save. But wait till you see number 31, where a save decided Argentina's fate at the World Cup. The 2022 World Cup final between Argentina and France was an all-timer. Backed by Ronaldo fans, the French were aiming to win the trophy back-to-back. On the other hand, Messi and Argentina hoped to win the one international trophy they had craved for a long time. As the game started, the Argentines showed more hunger and deservedly took a 2-goal lead. With the end of the game fast approaching, France came back to life through a quick double dip by Kylian Mbappe.
Mbappe. Two was really good players. Mbappe.
The teams still exchanged blows in extra time, leaving the score at 3 apiece. With less than 30 seconds remaining on the clock, this happened. But even that iconic save didn't make it into our top 30. Wait till you see the insane shot Pickford saved at number 18. But before we get there, let's look at a goalkeeper who almost died trying to make a save. 12 years after the infamous Suarez handball, Ghana got a chance for revenge when they faced Uruguay in the 2022 World Cup. But after the Ghanaians missed an early penalty, the Uruguayans piled the pressure in search of the game's opener. Just when they were about to score, Ghana's goalkeeper pulled off an impressive save. Man, breaking your neck while trying to make a save would have been wild. But not as crazy as a save that made a striker quit football. During a match between Newcastle and Tottenham Hotspur, Newcastle striker Dwight Gale thought he was about to give his team the lead. But Tottenham goalkeeper Hugo Lloris said, nah, not on my balls. Watch, not on my watch. Since then, no one's heard anything about Gale again. But even this is nothing compared to what Neuer did at number 28. In a UEFA Nations League match between Germany and Italy, the Germans didn't mess around and rushed out to a 3-0 lead. But when the Italians got a chance to pull one back, this happened. Neuer might be the greatest goalkeeper ever, but even he couldn't have done what happens at 27. In an insane display of improvisation, Gregory Coupé did this to avoid catching a poor back pass from his defender. To think he still stood up to make the follow-up save. This guy's got better reflexes than a cat.
What is this?
But it's not the only time a goalkeeper did something like this. Watch this.
Dominic Szoboszlai's won the ball and he's gone for goal!
And apparently the same thing happened.
Just about
I don't know if this goalkeeper's just showing off, or maybe he's a fan of Gregory Coupé. But at number 25, a goalkeeper made a save that shocked Lionel Messi. In the 2015 Copa America, Argentina faced a spirited Colombia side, hoping to reach the semifinals. Led by their little magician, Messi, the Argentines found the Colombia team a tough nut to crack. The goalkeeper kept making numerous saves, but the best one out of the bunch was when he did this. Despite all those heroics, they lost on penalties. But for Iker Casillas, his save won Spain the World Cup. In the 2010 World Cup final between Spain and the Netherlands, the game went about as everyone expected. Two really good teams tactically battling to outsmart each other. In the 61st minute, Arjen Robben got a glorious chance to put the Netherlands ahead, but Casillas pulled off one of the biggest saves in football history to deny a certain goal. Robben couldn't believe it, neither could the fans in the stadium.
Played through, Paul Robben. This is the chance. Arjen Robben is in. And Arjen Robben has been denied by Casillas. Great miss or wonderful save. Get in. He keeps his head, he waits and waits. He has a look at Casillas.
Spain went on to win the trophy through a last-minute Iniesta dagger. No wonder Casillas couldn't control his emotions after the match. But at number 23, Kepa made an incredible save using glue. Back when Kepa was one of the best goalkeepers in the world, he came up against Aguero in a penalty shootout, desperate to prove his haters wrong. So with the glue stuck to his hand, he dived to his left to save the penalty
Absolutely incandescent. And with every right to
Nah, I'm just messing with you. Even Aguero couldn't believe that ball passed under him. However, he isn't the only Chelsea goalkeeper on this list, and this one made one of the best saves in 2022. In a Premier League match between Liverpool and Chelsea, Mo Salah saw that Chelsea keeper Edouard Mendy was off his line. So he tried to lob him from a distance, only for Mendy to do this. Man, what a spring he's got in his legs. And speaking of goalkeepers who can dive, Jordan Pickford made a save to rescue Everton from the jaws of defeat. With the match between Everton and Sheffield United tied at 2, everything came down to one last corner kick. So when the corner was played, this happened.
In goes the corner. It's a delivery. How's that not gone in? Goodness me, Pickford has kept it out. Extraordinary at the death.
Man, not even the Red Cross could save like this. Still, it was only good for number 21. At our number 11 pick, a goalkeeper used a bicycle kick to save a goal. But before we get there, let's look at a save that got Mourinho rethinking his life choices. In the 2017-2018 Premier League season, Jose Mourinho desperately needed his Manchester United boys to prove a point against Pep Guardiola's Man City. City struck first, but Man United equalized almost immediately through Marcus Rashford. But as the second half resumed, City took the lead to the home crowd's dismay. When Man United got their chance to score, this happened.
Mata. Martial. Lukaku! Edison twice! Still Edison. Incredible goalkeeping.
I don't know if Mourinho was frustrated by the save or Lukaku missing a sitter. Speaking of frustration, Pep Guardiola must have been biting his nails when Jan Oblak did this.
Another crazy thing.
Damn, only your mom wouldn't give up on you like this. Shout out to all the moms out there. But at number 18, Jordan Pickford made one of the craziest saves you'll ever see. When Chelsea clashed with Everton at Goodison Park, the Blues expected to brush aside their opponent easily. But they didn't know they were coming face to face with a Jordan Pickford who had just got his mother's blessing. So when a goal-scoring chance fell Chelsea's way, this happened.
Mason Mounts off the post.
But even an impressive save like is nothing compared to a double save against the best striker in the world. In a match between Aston Villa and Man City, the villains shocked Man City by attacking them and being on the front foot. But when City's best chance of the game fell to Erling Haaland, everyone expected him to bury it clinically, except Emi Martinez.
Haaland, onside. Is this the moment? Good save. Good save. Not over. Haaland's out again, and Martinez keeps it out.
He blocked the first goal attempt, then positioned himself perfectly as he anticipated the second one. Is he the best goalkeeper in the world right now? You can tell me in the comments section. And to further prove his case, just look at what he did against Barnes and Wilson.
Really good saves.
Could get better for them yet. Flag is laid down. Barnes, Wilson.
Dang!
He's missed.
Damn, this guy is really good, but he's awful at...
What the hell? Y'all lucky I'm blind.
whatever the hell that is. But at number 15, a goalkeeper turned into an Olympic runner just to block a goal.
Joe, would you like to take a step forwards? Ladies and gentlemen, on his 300th appearance for Manchester City, Joe Hart has broken a record. 4 Premier League Golden Gloves. Congratulations, Joe.
During a match between Man City and Manchester United, the boys in blue were losing with just seconds in the game remaining. Their pressure resulted in a corner kick, and with it being the last chance of the match, Man City goalkeeper Joe Hart went to try and support the attack. But a loose pass from a City player turned into a counterattack with no goalkeeper in the post. Seeing the imminent danger, Joe Hart turned on the afterburners and ran like his life depended on it. Fortunately, he was fast enough to do this.
He's out of position now. It's a clear run. Giggs has got Rooney up to his left. 2 defenders back. And Hart has got there, but Rooney has gone for it.
Damn, he made the save while looking the wrong way. Speaking of no look.
Another Adam.
Saves. Check out what this guy did. Did you see that? The goalkeeper dived before the player even shot the ball. That's just cold, but not as insane as what Pickford did at number 13. The match between Everton and Newcastle was poised to be an exciting one, mainly because both teams had contrasting fortunes. Newcastle was aiming to secure a Champions League spot, and Everton was battling relegation. Newcastle struck first through a Callum Wilson goal, but the Evertonians showed heart by pulling one back, only for it to be cancelled by VAR. Newcastle then added 2 more goals and effectively killed the game. While searching for a 4th goal, a clearance by the Everton defense found its way to Joe Willock, and then this happened.
Thompson with a touch on. Good try, great save. Wonderful hit from Willock, and it's brilliant from Jordan Pickford to get a palm to it.
The control, the volley, and the save were all highlights in their own rights. But I can't stop thinking about how good that goal would have been. But even this is nothing compared to what De Gea did at number 12. When Manchester United visited Arsenal at Emirates Stadium, the Gunners were confident of putting on a good display in front of their fans. But Manchester United came with a secret weapon, a wall to prevent any ball from entering their net. The Gunners kept attacking with nothing to show for it. When they finally got a chance to score, De Gea did this.
It won't be. Lacazette! Brilliant save! And a second save on the feet of Sanchez. And there was no flag. Outstanding from David.
What's even more insane is that De Gea made a whopping 14 saves to match the record for the most saves in a Premier League game.
It was so quick, probably was the most difficult saves. After the first save, Alexis coming and I put my foot, and I think it was with 2-1, so it was
At number 11, a goalkeeper showed incredible acrobatics to deny Messi a certain goal. Through Messi's entire career, lobbing goalkeepers has been one of his favorite things to do. He's so good at it, he has a 10-minute YouTube compilation of those types of goals. But while playing for Argentina, he encountered a goalkeeper who dared to defy him. Just as he did his customary lob, this happened. Messi couldn't believe that ball didn't go in, and neither could we. Still, hats off to the goalkeeper for that incredible effort. And with that, we've made it to our top 10. From here on, we'll only be showing the best saves goalkeepers have ever made, starting with literally using glue to stop a ball. During a match between Lech Poznan and PS Gliwice in the Polish league, the Poznan players got a great scoring opportunity after a cross was whipped into the box. But after hitting a strong half volley, the goalkeeper did this. Man, he pinned the ball in one place like his gloves had glue on them. This is by far the most bizarre save I've ever seen. Kind of reminds me of someone.
What the hell?
Now it all makes sense. But what feels more unbelievable is Ter Stegen turning into Superman to make a save. In a La Liga game between Barcelona and Sevilla, the Catalans rushed to an early 2-goal lead, and it seemed the match was going to be smooth sailing from there. But the boys from Sevilla picked themselves up and started to push back. But each time they made a goal attempt, the Barca keeper, Ter Stegen, was there to make a save. Then, when they finally thought they got the better of him, this happened. The way he stretched to make that save, even Superman would be jealous. Makes me wonder why Barcelona fans hate Ter Stegen so much on Twitter. But at number 8, a goalkeeper made a triple save that got him a move to the Premier League. During the 2022-2023 Serie A season, Roma came up against Empoli, hoping to secure a victory that would help them push up the table. But as soon as the game started, the Roma players were shocked when Empoli's goalkeeper did this.
Pellegrini dentro, Luperto. Poi El Shaarawy di testa per Dybala, col sinistro poi Mancini, Vicario Abraham, confusione, arriva Smalling.
Wow, Vicario even turned into a breakdancer just to stop the ball from going in. Rumor has it, when Tottenham chairman Daniel Levy saw this save, he got on his private jet, went to Italy, didn't leave until he'd signed that goalkeeper. But at number 7, a goalkeeper made the best save of the 2024-2025 Champions League season so far. In the Champions League opener between Arsenal and Europa League champions Atalanta, the Gunners learned early that their Italian opponents were no pushovers. 5 minutes into the second half, Thomas Partey gave away a silly penalty. With the Atalanta supporters directly behind the goal, it looked certain that they would score. But the Arsenal goalkeeper defied the odds to pull off this insane double save.
Retegui steps up and Raya guesses the right way, but Retegui was nearly able to poke over the rebound. And look at the reaction from the Arsenal.
But even that fast reaction time is nothing compared to a save that got a goalkeeper a standing ovation.
Well, how did that stay out? It's a great save.
In an FA Cup relay between Chelsea and Manchester United, the Blues hoped their 1-0 lead would be enough to get them into the semi-finals of the competition. Man United, on the other hand, knew they needed to score a fast goal if they wanted to salvage anything from the game. So in the second half, they turned up the heat in search of an equalizer. But after a delicious cross found the head of Chicharito, this happened.
Good defending by Bertrand. It's broken for Welbeck. No, and Hernandez! Well, how did that stay out?
It's a great save. Absolutely blinding by Petr Cech. How he's got a fingertip to this.
The save was so insane, Chicharito asked the goalkeeper how that save was even possible. When you look at the replay again, you understand why he was shocked. And with that, we've made it to our top 5. Things are getting even crazier, kicking off with one of the best saves of the 2015-2016 Champions League season. In the Champions League match between Arsenal and Bayern Munich, the Gunners were prepared to avenge many of the embarrassing losses they got from the Bavarians. But with Manuel Neuer in between the posts, the Arsenal boys knew it wouldn't be easy. And he proved them right when he did this. But this wasn't the first time Neuer showed super reflexes. In a game against Leipzig, he literally defied the laws of physics to make a save. In 2019, when Bayern Munich went head-to-head with Leipzig, they weren't expecting their rivals to attack them with so much energy.
Forward, Leipzig, and asking questions.
But for a team being sponsored by Red Bull, the Leipzig players understood the expectations of their club owners. In the second half of the game, Leipzig's Forsberg unleashed a rocket from a long way out.
Sabitzer! Oh, and Neuer needed all.
First glance, it looked like a routine save for Neuer, but when it was replayed, it showed the ball changing direction at the last second. Neuer had already moved to block the ball. He had to adjust his movement to make that incredible save. But even this is nothing compared to what Jose Sa did against Everton. In the 2023-2024 Premier League season, the Everton vs. Wolves match was huge. Both teams were battling relegation. They knew a win against a direct rival would almost guarantee safety. The game's tempo was high, with both teams trying to score. Wolves goalkeeper Jose Sa making save after save to deny Everton. But the highlight of the game came here.
Oh, they switched at Everton to that right-hand side. The cross comes in towards the far post. And that is a wonderful save from Jose Sa. I've got to say, the Everton lads should...
Incredible! He was already running in the opposite direction and still readjusted himself without stopping. I thought Manuel Neuer's save was great, but this tops it by a mile. And yet, it's only good enough for number 3. What comes at number 2 was voted the 2018 CONCACAF Save of the Season. In a CONCACAF quarterfinal match between Club America and Taro, the Mexican team got an early 1-0 lead and became overconfident. Their goalkeeper, Agustin Marchesín, came far away from his goalpost to play a free kick. I don't know if he's blind, but he passed the ball straight to an opponent's leg, and that's when this happened.
An offensive spark, and now here's the chipped effort. Put it by the back of the net. It's kept out by
Man, I don't think Usain Bolt ever accelerated that fast. Or maybe he was scared of what would have happened to him back in Mexico.
I'm a gangster! I'm a gangster!
Almost got caught.
Yeah, no, man, that was close.
I guess we'll never find out. But now, the moment we've all been waiting for. The best goalkeeper save in history. Having struggled for playing time since his move to Atletico from Benfica, 22-year-old Jan Oblak finally got his chance when he replaced an injured Angel Moya, who couldn't continue their game against Bayer Leverkusen. At first, the Leverkusen players thought he was ass, so they kept trying shot after shot, only to be denied by the brilliant Oblak. But his biggest save yet was when he did this. Damn, he was making those saves like his life depended on it. Talk about taking your chances. His performance that night won his manager and fans over, and since then, he's been one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Still, Oblak wasn't the only one saving their team, because a referee turned into a defender and blocked a goal. And another ref asked a player to fake an injury. Click on the next video to see when referees block goals.
That's the end. See you guys. Bye.